Boom! Ah. Nah, 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 nah. No one knows my struggles. No, they don't know what I've been going through. My story, they don't know my song. They don't know I've been troubled. My happiness is overdue. I just remember what my father tell me. Don't let them kick, don't let them trick, don't let them break you down. My father tell me. Don't let them ever see you falling down. Rise up, up, up. All the pressures from your mind, cast them aside. Oh, my child, you got to carry on. So if there is a mountain in my way, it's got to move. I'm here to be a champion so I refuse to lose. Anybody here? Rise and shine. Yeah. I'm here. Alive and direct in the tube. Yeah. Once more. Father raised me as a soldier. Yes, soldier. I should never be afraid. Him say, always put your faith in the Most High Jah, and He will guide your steps. Rise shall have no effect. My father tell me. He's here. Don't let them kick. Don't let them trick. Don't let them break you down. He's here, live and direct. Live and direct. Hold on. He's here, live and direct. Anybody here? Yeah, greatness. I see you're there. Yeah. Today, what's the subject of my talk? One day at a time. Isn't it a great title? One day at a time we rise up. Yeah. Up. That's what we need. More vibes. Higher vibes. But it's one day at a time. You know, that's what I told Sam yesterday. I had a great conversation with Sam last night. He calls me and he's planning to, I'm going to tell you the story, what I told him, because it was very great discussion we had together. And he says, I'm thinking of going live on Facebook. And because, you know, he wants to make things happen. He wants to, for sure, make things happen. But what I told him is it's very, very important before you start going into the big stuff, because this is, to me, more big stuff than anything else. It's live and direct. You're on the spot, live and direct. It's not like you make a video on the side of the river with your phone or your GoPro, and you can edit it or say, oh, no, I'm not posting it. I'm here, live and direct. Whatever I say is live and direct. But I own what I say very well, so I have no problem. I have no problem of eating alone. I know what I bring to the table, so I have no problem with that. But yeah, I had a great conversation with Sam, and I was telling him that before maybe he goes live either on YouTube or on Facebook, you have to master the little stuff. Very, very important. Whenever you try to go into big things, to try to do big things, you have to master the small things first. Which is, for some people, it's cleaning their house, cleaning your car, do stuff like that, do little stuff, do the dishes, wash the floors, in your house or stuff like that. The very little stuff you have to master. And also I told him, in this case, it's probably not to wash his house. I'm sure he's pretty clean with himself in his house, but it's, like I told him, you have to do videos. You have to first of all, find your higher self. This is the path I took. It doesn't mean it's the ideal path, but that's what I went through. I always take the road less traveled. It's always better. Always better to take the road less traveled than to never stop. So I told Sam, I said, before you go live, before you start doing big things like that, because also you have to be very consistent. You know, when you start doing something like what I do, it's an everyday thing. You cannot take days off. You cannot take days off. It's an everyday thing. If you start to want to live your dream or have goals, have great goals, because it's to dream big but act bigger. You know, you have to dream big but act bigger. That's always what I have in mind to, think of things, but always act bigger. So I told him, I said, take your time. I said, first of all, I would flood your YouTube channels with videos. First of all, challenge yourself to go out every day and make 1, 2, 3 videos. And then you go on and you challenge yourself even more. You do 5 videos a day, and then you do 10. If you can master to do 10 videos a day, each day for 2 months, but you're going to stick to other habits too. That's what I did. At first, I started slow. I was making 1 a day. Then I said, I can do more. I started 2, 3, 4. Then I started to pick up momentum, and I was ending up at one point, I was going out making 10 videos in the same day. So even sometimes 15. I remember filling my SD card of 25 video in one day. And because I'm inspired. And once you become inspired, nothing can stop you. Nothing can stop you, because this is the divine vibes. And that's what I told him. That's what you have to feel. You really have to feel like you're becoming the fullest of the story. This is the goal. It's not just a fleeting idea in your mind that you're going to become a motivational speaker or whatever. You got to become the fullest of the story. It is very important. And also to master the little stuff. So start first of all by mastering the little stuff in any field that you're going in, anything that you want to do, whatever your goal is, to become a doctor or whatever is your goal. It's still to master the little stuff, and everybody will tell you that. If you cannot stick, because once you start the journey, like living your dream, or like it starts with a dream, but at one point it becomes also a goal. It became a goal for me at one point. Like you start with a dream, you start with a big vision, a dream. Like you're dreaming, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this, gonna do that. But at one point, you advance so much in your journey that it's just becoming a goal. It's becoming a goal because now you are living the dream of life. This is the main dream we have to get in touch with, that I talk to you about all the time. This is the main dream. It's to be in the now. When you're in the now, when you don't have too much worries, anxiety and stuff, also it's your lifestyle that will bring that. If you're full of anxieties and worries, maybe you should reduce your lifestyle, like minimize your consumption. And a lot of the time, what takes us out of the now is the monetary issues. But if you minimize your consuming, you don't go crazy on credit, you're not going to have worries so much. What worries can you have? It's very important to minimize the stuff that can take you out of the now. Me, that's what I've realized. A lot of things was keeping me a stage of maybe a time frame, or not a time frame, but a zone that I didn't want to be in. Like I prefer being in the now. When you're in the now, also, you access great power. It's the power of creation. It's hard to explain in words and stuff like that, because I think it's really outside of this words realm. Even the truth, like I told you, the truth, you can't explain that with the ABC, the 1, 2, 3. Forget about that. It's much deeper than that. That's why I say we're all lost with explaining stuff on YouTube and getting information on. Yeah, you might have a guide, someone that would tell you, okay, maybe you should go that direction, or they will point you the door, but it's still something you have to do for yourself. So every journey will be very individual, and we're not going to take all the same direction, but different path. And that's okay. But that's where we get lost also. We get lost very much. We create division for nothing. Just with our anyway, me, I see things sometimes like when I see, especially, I don't know, I see a lot of people with the skin darker. They put a lot of division. Like, I don't like to say black people because to me they're not black, they're brown. In the word black, you have be lack. Why do you have to be lack? Why do you have to be less? It's like in the word bless, you have be less. Why would I want to be less? I want to be more. Like, all these words are very, very, they're acting on a subconscious level, whether you see it or not. So there's no black, there's no white, there's no yellow, there's no red, there's only one people. That's what we have to realize. I don't see no difference between anybody. We're all here on the same boat. We're one people. But we have crossed a line, and now we're putting divisions. I see a lot, especially when I hear black people. Like, okay, what? There are people on their own? Like, what is that? Like, what? We are different people? Like, to me, it's one people. It's like we're all... it's hard to say human because I think we're... I don't know, it's hard to describe us with one word. But I think it's much deeper than that. But yeah, we create a lot of division with this black thing. Anyway, they're not black, they're brown. And in the word brown, you have own. You own yourself. So this is very, that's why probably anyway, everything is constructed in this reality for us to create division. I think it create division and separation, and we're just falling for it. Falling for it because we are not conscious. We are not conscious enough or aware enough of our who we are. It's being aware of who you are, because the moment you become aware of who you are, you don't put this kind of separation and division. And I see it often, like black people. What is that? It's one people. There's no black, red, yellow, white. Forget about that. Anyway, I might be whiter in the winter, but I become dark in the summer. So first of all, when we close the light, we're all the same colors. Put us all in the same room, close the light, we're all the same colors. So it's not. I don't think it should have more significance, like Haile Selassie says, than the color of your eyes. But this is stuff we hear also, and stuff like that comes from Haile Selassie. He says that in one of his speeches. He has great speeches, Haile Selassie, for sure. Great man. I don't know the whole story about him, but I know he's like, we all have stories anyway. We all try to find, and we need some people to lead, because what would the society... just think about it for a moment. What it would be like without nobody that would have taken the lead and decided to just, sometimes I think about it, why there's government, army, police, and all that stuff. And maybe it is necessary because we're so lost. So I don't see it as something that has to stay and last. But it's something for sure. In these days, I think, I don't know, me, I see the world like very, very lost and in need of direction and inspiration. And if some people, like, I don't agree with evil stuff, it's not what I say. But I don't know, there's a reason for everything in their existence. The trees have a reason to exist, and everything has a reason to be. Why did we let ourselves go that far and lost our power? And because we have, that's it, let go. We have let go over the years, over the millennium, and now we're in a place where it's lies and deception all around. So it's either we open our eyes and realize what's going on, and we start to, day by day, come together and create a new earth, or we go down further into the madness. Like, it's up to us to wake up at one point. I can blah, blah, blah here for years and years, but if you don't change your own evil ways, like we all have evil ways, and it's to recognize them and to change them. And once you do that, I'm sorry, but that's the, you're never gonna feel the like it's, I can say oneness vibe or something like that, but I think it's much more than that. It's much more than also oneness and stuff like that. I think we live in love and grace. We live in love and grace, and we don't see it. We don't see the love. We don't see the we're not grateful. We're becoming very arrogant with life. Some people are very, very arrogant, and that, when you become too arrogant, it's because you have crossed a line. You're becoming very, very confident, very confident that you know everything when you know nothing. That's the thing. I realized that I knew nothing once I started to look around and open my eyes to life and sense things and feel them, because it's about feeling it. The truth, it's something you have to feel. I cannot tell you the truth. You have to feel it. It's you. It's deep down inside your heart. It's something very, very deep. It's something very deep, and it's hard to talk about this with words. So I suggest you just feel it. And yeah, we can talk about all the stuff outside of ourselves all our lives. We can concentrate outside of ourselves all our life, and nothing, like I saw a video the other day, an old man, and he says nothing happened outside of outside of yourself. It's all inside there. So whether the world, the days you're gonna experiment, whether it's you're miserable or you're super uplifted, it's you that decide. You can wake up in the morning super motivated, ready to attack the day with like a shark attack, or you can sit back and relax and let life pass in front of you, because that's what it's going to do. If you don't move on life, life will move on you. Think about it. And tick tock, it's going fast. Look at me. I'm starting to have white hair in the face. I didn't have white hair like a few years ago. So now I'm starting to see the clock, not the clock, but the time. Like I feel it's like, life is like a roll of toilet paper. Don't put time into it, but look at it like a roll of toilet paper. It goes very slow at the beginning. You don't see the end, but the further you get to the end, the faster it goes. So you want to really, for me, I have enough of the nonsense of the gossip and what people do with their life, and like, people, that's what they do. People talk about people, most of it. That's what I hear all the time. They worry a lot about what other people do with their life without worrying about their own life, about their own awakening, their own inner purpose. We have lost the inner purpose as humanity also, because the inner purpose is to awaken. So it's completely lost. It's completely lost in the abyss of evil doings, and that's it. So it's to go back to the righteous doing, to align ourselves with who we're really supposed to be. We're not supposed to be treated like cattle. We're very, very divine. But this is the thing with humanity, is we don't seem to recognize our divinity so much, and we look outside of ourselves all our life. It's very hard. It took me a lot of time to be able to get in touch with that divine thread, that divine vibe. It took me like over 40 years of Babylonian years. So it's very, very potent, the programming. It's very potent. It's something that even the stuff I'm talking about, maybe some of you relate to it, but maybe not the whole thing, because it's not your experience. That's why every experience is good to share. We should share our experience together always, on every time we have a chance. We should speak to the world, put our hands to our heart. That's what I do every time I come here. I put my hand to my heart. I put music. I need it's not evident to do that. It's not, it looks very easy. I'm very much at ease with it, but it's still outside my comfort zone. Come on. So it's very important for me to stay focused, and not let any bad vibes or, and what, yesterday I went to my chilling spot, and the vibes weren't optimal just because of people that was there. I could feel the vibration. There was low. There was like I saw children of 13-year-old about smoking cigarettes, and I had that in front of me. Like I had to leave. Had to leave. I said to Gavin, let's go. We're going. The vibes are not optimum here. I cannot make videos in that kind of environment. And even though the chilling spot is super vibrant, just to have people on low vibration around puts me off. Puts me off. Had to leave because it's not the kind of vibe I want. I want to see, and I want to. I know it. I know it's there. I know there's. Come on, it's pure madness. 13-year-old smoking cigarette. What the fuck is that? And the mothers are right beside. It's like, and she looks like a zombie. Like I'm like, okay, this is what the zombie apocalypse live and direct. I said, come on, pack your bags and we leave. I had enough. I have enough of that nonsense of zombies and people walking dead. I don't need to. And that's why when I see that, it brings a. That's why I say the most toxic shit in Babylon is the people with negative mind, people, zombies, walking dead that have no vibes, and it's especially the younger generation. It's sad to say, but it's happening a lot into the younger generation because I see people of my age. They always say hi to me. They wave at me or they look at me and they make a smile. But the younger generation, like if you talk about young people from 15, even that 10 to I don't know what age, but they're very, very closed up, and that has to do with the education of their parents. As parents, you have a duty to shine your light on your children. That's what I think a lot. I always been in that state of mind to really set an example for my children. Like I say all the time, I don't care. I don't make it here. I don't give a fuck if I don't make it. Honestly, I don't care. I want my children make it. I want to see Sam rise and shine. I want to see Abby and Gavin live their dreams and be inspired by what I do. And it's not about the end result or what I'm gonna get at the end of this or on the other side of the mountain. It's always the climb, and that what makes me a stronger person every day is to conquer my fears and conquer my because the fears is not like coming here. What the only probable fear that I have is that I can deliver. It's not because I fear that someone's gonna jump off the screen and or pass bad comments and stuff. No, I know this is not gonna happen, but it's the fear of sometime that I won't deliver, that I won't go to my expectation, or the fear of failure, or this is the fear that we have when we start doing public speaking like I'm doing. It's here live and direct on YouTube. Maybe some people are going to say it's not public, but I consider that still public. I'm here every morning live and direct. But it's very important to not let those fears immobilize you, because at one point you go through this and you realize it's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. You won't fail. You're going to find the inspiration and you're going to find the strength. But you must work on yourself. That's what I told Sam yesterday. Work on yourself. Develop the strength. Develop the character. Develop the person. You cannot jump stages. You don't want to go too fast. It's not a race. Awakening is not a race, and it's about you awakening to your greatest self. It's not about people seeing it or bragging about it or stuff like that. No, it's about you awakening to the greatest version of yourself. So it's very, very, very deep. So I think it's by taking consistent action, challenging yourself because it's once you start something, I think, like I'm doing the live and direct like that every day, you have to be very consistent, very focused. And you have to get yourself to that state of mind, and it's not easy. It's not easy to get yourself focused, consistent, and that takes time. It took me years to become, but I always been very consistent on my jobs and that, but the real consistency of constantly rising each and every day to a new state of mind, because every breath I take, I become more awake. That's for sure. But it's to be conscious of your breath. Also, be conscious of becoming conscious is on a lot of levels. A lot of levels. Like awareness also is truth varies with the level of awareness. That's why you speaking truth at one point. What kind of truth? Okay, what are you aware of? That's more the question I asked. It's like, what are you aware of? What's your level of awareness? Like yesterday, I was on the side of the river and I started to talk with a man. You're gonna see it on video. I have recorded it. There's a man that comes up maybe a little older than me, a few years, around the same age. And he passed by and he says hi to me. And on the way back, I was filming my video, and he comes near me and he started talking to me. And I seen there was a level of awareness, like he's telling me that the news are fake and stuff like that. So I seen a level of awareness in himself. But as soon as I started to spit out truth a bit, and the discussion changed, and I saw he wanted to leave, like he was on his way out. He was taking his bike and he wanted to leave. And just because I was saying, yeah, everybody talks about truth, but nobody asked a great question. And there is great questions. And right there, boom, he left. So I know at one point, when you're ready also to maybe the guy, it wasn't ready to when you're ready to receive information or experience that's going to make you grow or something, make you more aware of things that's going on, it's gonna happen. It's something you cannot force, you cannot stop. And it's gonna come to you. And if it comes to you, don't refuse the call. If you're called to greatness, I think I'm starting to feel that many are called and few are chosen. But if you are among the chosen one and you have to rise to the occasion and bring your life to another level, freaking do it. Freaking do it. Don't stop. Like, you've been called to greatness. Take the call and rise. But it's by taking one day at a time, consistent action, and being present. It's very, very important to be present. And when I say present, it's being present in the present. That's deep. That's not only a fleeting idea of being here and there. It's being present. And being present, it's being in the here and now. And to get to that state, to get yourself to that state of being present always in the here and now without the toxic stuff influencing you, or your dirty habits or whatever that takes you out of the now, it's very important to recognize them and to purge them from your life once you start doing a journey. You don't want to have too much the toxic stuff comes from every angle, and that brings our level of conscious. It keeps a low consciousness, a low vibration. This is what it does. The moment you start clearing all the toxins, all the stuff that doesn't support you, don't watch TV, you don't like, we all have habits that we have to change. Like, even me, a smoking joint is not the best thing. I know that, but I'm in cognitive dissonance because I still do. So but anyway, I don't think it's that bad. It's not like cigarettes or any other toxic stuff out there. Like some people, that's it. We know what we have to change. We know what we have to change, what has to be changed. And we know it's not supporting us. Like, you can tell me that smoking cigarette is good. That's why I vape more and more. I try to vape more than smoke, because I know the smoke is not ideal for me. It's not the best thing that I should... It's very, very, but just the work on yourself to clear your dirty habits and your crutches that you have, that we had, the demons inside, just to slay the demons. But that's what you do every day. Every day you wake up, it's a new day, it's a new occasion to slay those demons inside, and the dragon, and whatever you want to call it, the beast inside that keep you back. Because there's a natural thing inside us. There's something, like, I think, natural inside us, and then that wants to sabotage our internal drive, because we have an internal drive that has to be activated, but there's something that always wants to sabotage this internal drive. And if you let it happen, boom, your whole life will pass in front of you. You won't even create nothing. You're going to adapt the default state. You're going to work, and you're going to think that this is your life work. I thought that this was what I was, but it was just a job, and a job will always keep you just over broke. That's what it is. It's a job. You have to create a legacy, create something out of your life, create a magnificent result with your life. That's what we're all here for. But it's hard to put yourself in that state of mind. It's going to take years. It's going to take years and everyday work on yourself. It's not something that, oh, I'm going to watch Yannick in the morning and then I go watch TV. That's not it. You're not going to rise like that. After you finish watching me, you should work on your stuff. You should be all consciousness in your stuff and really also work on yourself to bring yourself to that state of mind of greatness. Greatness is an inside game. That's all it is. It's an inside game. So what's a game? What do you have to do when you play a game? You have to learn the rules. So what are we doing? It's time to learn the rules. That's what we do. If it's an inside game, there's rules. So follow the rules. I call them universal laws that you can avoid or you can go by, but there's stuff you cannot, like life is life. You're not going to make, like, we're all on it. This is the thing is, we all bring something very, very unique in our with our vibrations here every day. But also, it's important to manifest it. To manifest something, to manifest your greatness is a must. You don't want to die with your song inside. Come on. No way. I don't want to die with my song inside, and I will rise every day until, and anyway, just doing that for me is very, very good because, like I said, I have lots of pain body. So this is my fuel. This is my fuel to keep my spirit very high. And, I could be very depressed with the situation I have, especially the pain body. But I don't let it destroy me. I say I'm going to go on YouTube, find a great hobby that can inspire others because it's like a bit a hobby for me. YouTube also, it's not that's not it. That's where I find strength. I find I build my character, or I try to keep my vibrations always positive. But it's not it for me. It's like it's a tool. It's a stage. It's a transition. Maybe I'm in, or I'm in that stage now. But later on will be something else. But I'm not in a rush. And I take it day by day. I live my life day by day, and I try to make the maximum out of it and to stay uplifted. And it's very easy in this world to get depressed. Very easy to get depressed, especially if you let the stuff of Babylon get to you, the worries of life get to you, you're going to be very depressed. Very depressed. That's for sure. I have experienced, not depression, but I have experienced low highs in my life because I was lost also at one point. When you're in the illusion of knowing, and I don't know, you become very lost. And now there's nothing really that can shake me or take me off course on my journey, because I know, like, I feel that power. I feel that that inspiration that is there, but it's there. It's accessible to anybody. Like what I do, the moment you start, the moment you start doing things, like do it massively. Like I said to Sam, I said, challenge yourself to go out every day for the next 3 months. Just put that on your schedule. Your schedule, your day's schedule doesn't lie. It doesn't lie. What you do every day is what you do every day, and your days are your life in miniature. So it doesn't lie. So what are you doing of your days? Your schedule says it all. It says it all. I don't want to stress you with time or stuff, but we all have this daylight now until the sun goes down, and me, I sleep during the night to recuperate. So we have the days to do something with our lives. I don't want to refer to time too much. I'm not stuck in time. It's something not that I embrace, but yeah, I value my time. I value my time because it's very precious. It's the most precious thing I have is time and life. But time, I mean, not time in a sense of a clock, but time in a sense of the essence of time, like the now. This is for me the time. For sure, I can relate to time also because I know I have grown since I came out the belly of my mother. So there is something that I've grown, I haven't stayed an infant. So there's times that have elapsed since then. So we cannot always say, I dismiss time completely. Like, don't get caught up in it. Don't get caught up and stress yourself out with time and stuff. I think it's the best, and find balance. We always have to find balance. If you're too unbalanced, you think you're Jesus Christ walking on water on earth. Come back to reality. We're all flesh and bones. We're all cut from the same cloth, and we're all here to find a way to get out this evil madness that we're creating together. So that's what it is. So don't think you are much more than others, or don't put yourself on a pedestal or shit like that. A man is just a man. I don't care who you are, what you do in life, what kind of position you have. You might not even have the strength to carry on. I have the strength to carry on, and I don't need toys around. I don't need nothing material. I find the strength with the by conquering my fears and coming live and direct on YouTube and sharing my story, my life, my me, sharing myself. That's because I care. Because I care about the world. I've always been a very. I always had a big heart. Always been very geared towards people, and I love people, and I love my people. I love this place, and I know this life is all I have. I have one life to live. That's all I have. I don't see. I don't remember nothing of before, and all I can experience is the now. All I can. I don't remember other lives before or shit, or nobody can come back from the dead and tell us what's what. So there's only here and now. So why not experience it? Why not take our life to another level and really experience it and bring, create something, do inspire others. It's very important to inspire others. Whatever you do, like Steph does videos, he goes around and he does urban exploration. I find that super great. And there's a lot of people on this channel, and he's inspiring people, maybe just to go out. Just to go out is a good inspiration, because we don't get out our houses anymore. We are secluded in our boxes, most of us. So it's very important to bring inspiration. If you want to do something on YouTube, I told Sam, you got to be a good inspiration, motivator, and entertainer. You got to be able to entertain people a little bit, because I don't like to be distracted, but I like entertainment. I don't say I love it. I like entertainment, but not distraction. So you don't want to cause distraction with the entertainment you're creating. It's very important to keep people focused. Like I want you to, I keep myself focused, so you guys also can keep the focus. It's very important. If I come here unfocused and I blah, 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 all kinds of nonsense, anyway, that's not me. I don't blah, blah, blah nonsense anymore. The nonsense is everywhere. It's all around me. The fakery is all around me, and I have enough of this. I decided to remove that layer of nonsense that I was living in, and just aligning myself with truth. With truth, also aligning yourself with truth is aligning yourself with yourself. It's becoming yourself. It's just becoming what you're supposed to be. I don't know really what I'm totally supposed to be, but I'm taking action every day. Every day towards greatness. Moving forward is the aim, and it's day by day. You don't start freaking out and see you have to see the big picture. You have to envision something, but you have to see yourself there before you get there. That's for sure. That's the key. You want to have a big vision. For sure, big vision, big dream, and you hack bigger every day. So at one point I said, okay, now it's time for live and direct, and that's was a bigger step. But before that, I did over 1,300 videos just on this channel here, I think, before I started even the Truman Show. So even the Truman Show, I wasn't ready for that at the beginning. I took my time. I really went into myself. I went out many of times alone on the side of the river, just thinking and looking around and talking to myself and finding myself. And at one point, I had enough. I was enough in touch, and I can tell you in some of the videos, you go back, and I tell you I'm on the rock somewhere in Beauharnois, and I say, I have to get in touch with my higher self. That's what I have to do. That's what I think I have to do. It's here somewhere in the ether, and I have to get in touch with it. And even that's always what I thought. No one came and instruct me on what path I had to take. I do all this by myself. I figure things out by myself. I think for myself. And all that you see, I have no coach behind me telling me, oh, you should do it this way. All this is a self-discovery, and it's the joy. It's the joy. That's the joy that it brings me, because it's really a self-discovery, and that's what every person should go through, discover who they really are. But that's scary. That's the scary part. That's the scary part, because you don't know where you're going. You don't know where you're gonna go. You don't know where you. Hey, Jedick, I'm halfway into opening a YouTube channel, but I'm stuck. How to get unstuck? That's a good subject. I love that one. How to get unstuck? Yeah. Do I need coaching? Yeah, yeah. How to get unstuck? But like I said, to start a YouTube channel, me, I say, first of all, you got to do it for yourself. You got to do it for yourself. It's got to be something that you do for yourself first. Because if you have in mind to do this for others, or to like to gain money, or I don't do YouTube for money at all. I know it's not that's not my aim. Me, I'm not motivated by money. But for sure, if something comes that way, okay. But like, you have to be really you do it for yourself first, but you gotta go all into it, all in it. And it's an everyday thing, like I just said. It's not something you do once in a while. You have to do it every day. It's an habit. YouTube has to become an habit. And also, it's a good habit in your life, because it will take you away from all the nonsense. That's what it does also. YouTube brought me to a state that I had to focus so much on what I was doing on YouTube, that I let go of the evil stuff of Babylon, the TVs and the stuff like that, the stuff that doesn't really support you. So also, it's going to keep you very focused, but you got to do it for yourself, because it might take a year or something before really something come out of it, or people start watching your videos. Or so you got to be willing to endure the pain and the journey. And that's why it's something you really do for yourself. It's got to be something that you do it for you. Do it for you. Do it. Me, I am my own biggest fan. And I'm not, and that's what it's got to become. You got to become your number one fan. You, yourself, not anyone else. You have to see it. You have to, and not believe it. You have to trust in yourself. First of all, trust yourself. Trust yourself. You have the same capability, the same strength, the same biological equipment as me. I'm cut from the same cloth, not different. And just, I might have a lot of courage, but there's no courage without fear. I go through my fears to do this. There's no courage without fear. Not that I don't have fear, but I don't let them immobilize me. I know I can surpass them. I can go through them and raise from that and become stronger. And this is the goal on YouTube that I do here. It's to become stronger and have more confidence, like build up confidence. You want to get to a point where you're confident, but not too confident. But it's very important to become confident in what you do. I'm a dedicated fool. Ask anybody. But that's it. You have to be really dedicated, because also what's going to happen is that the lazy people will call you obsessed. For sure, the people that are lazy will call me obsessed. They will say I'm obsessed with YouTube and this and that. But to me, it's dedication. It's really dedication, and you have to become dedicated to your thing, to your whatever you want to do on YouTube or start. But be a good inspiration, motivation. Like, you don't have to yell or stuff or to rant every day, but bring something that you have something to teach others in whatever field you're doing. We all have something that we have done in our life, and that we can learn from those experiences and share them with people, especially the younger generation, which needs guidance. That's the most lost, I think, because people around my age, I don't like to refer to age too much, but we are seeking at one point, something else, like TVs and stuff. You're fed up sitting in front of that. At one point, you leave the TV and you're like, this is pure madness. Why have I wasted so much time on this shit? It's just nonsense. So you start focusing on something else, and you work on yourself, and you develop something. But yeah, just go through it. Just do it. My advice to you, just do it. Don't think about it. Just do it. The moment I started, I said, fuck it, I'm just doing it now. I'm going into it. I took my phone. I said, that's the first one. I'm going on YouTube. It's a big step. It's a big step. It took me months before I knew I was going to do it, but it took me months to take the first step. Months before, because I didn't think I was going to have the inspiration even to take my phone and make a video and post it on. Like, it's a big step. I remember at the beginning how I was going through this experience, and I was very... I didn't have the confidence that I have today, for sure. You look at me in my first videos and you look at me today, you're going to see the change. Even Ivar told me the other day, he said, I see such a big change in you, such a a more vibrant person. And but yeah, for sure. But that's what it's going to do with you also. It's going to transform you. It's going to transform you. You have to operate on a transformational perspective, for sure, because you're going to transform. You have to be willing to for that to change and to change your ways and to really start to become a focused person, which you've not been all your life. You've been very unfocused, just like me, and suddenly you're starting to focus. That's all it is. We're not. I'm not a crystal child or an indigo. I don't. It's okay. We can use these words, but I think I'm just focusing and asking questions. That's all it is. I'm focusing on something I want to accomplish, and I'm asking great questions. That's all. I'm cut from the same cloth. I'm on the same boat. I'm going through life just like you. I have up and down, high highs and low highs, or whatever. But if you don't have those, it's probably because you're dead. So be willing for that. You got to be willing to get. You're gonna get hit. Life is gonna hit you hard, for sure. Nothing's gonna hit you harder than life, for sure. Sometimes it's gonna bring you down, but don't let it bring you down. Be stronger, and you are bigger than anything. You are life. You are life. That's the thing. That's what we forget, and we are very, very necessary for this to coexist on this plane. Like, I don't know. It's time for a change anyway. It's a time where we start looking for better days altogether. I think we have enough of the madness. A growing number of people are waking up and realizing that this is all pure evil stuff that we're stuck into. So we're starting to seek out and seek greatness and seek our original blueprint. To me, that's what it is. It's to go back to our original blueprint, which is supposed to be love, happiness, and we should all be happy. There's so much people unhappy and in misery and mediocrity. Mediocrity is not only in the sense of material; it's with the mind. Mediocrity of the mind. That's what's the worst. I don't care who you are, or if you live in a ghetto or whatever. Ghetto is a state of mind anyway. Ghetto is a state of mind. All this is a state of mind. You can be. It's all in there, and they know it. But we know it. And we know it. It's all a mind game. So I don't like to refer to them, they, or I think we are one. And that's where also that's another separation that we put. We put separation everywhere, even by pointing them, the people, the psychopath. Yeah, you're as psychopath as them. You probably eat cadavers and have dirty habits, so you're psychopath too. Like calling them psychopath or this and that, they're just hungry for power. They're hungry for power and evil doings that they do. But there's evil doings that we do in our life too. So pointing fingers at them, they do this, did that. What are you doing with your life? Are you being the change? Are you bringing something that criticized by creation? You want to criticize them. Criticize by creation, not by yapping your mouth and blah, blah, blah about the psychopath in the world. No, criticize by creation. Change the world by your example, not your opinion. Everybody talks, everybody have opinion on everything. But bring something, bring your real self out of the shell and start shining. Yeah. I'm working on a channel too. I am at the step 1, Red. The inspiration, the idea, agreed, yellow. Yeah. This is rehabilitation education for all psychological warfare we have been experiencing since birth. Exactly. Mendy said it all. No more vultures and frauds. Please, God. Yeah. But yeah. Want to do my part, spreading truth, raising vibration. It's very important. Your vibe attract your tribe. For sure, you're gonna. It might take time. Like you cannot don't go in YouTube thinking people are gonna watch you. Forget about it. Unless you talk nonsense and you do nonsense on YouTube. But if you spit truth and speak truth and like sunflower seeds, if you spit truth like sunflower seeds, you're gonna not have many people. It's going to take much time to get people on board. So you're going to feel like at one point like it's not advancing, but you're always advancing. You have to have that in mind, that whatever you do, each and every video, first of all, it's going to be a long run. you have to be ready to do a long journey. It's a long thing. It's not gonna. First of all, you've got to build the strength. You have to build the strength. So do it for yourself. Do it to find that great person inside you, that voice. Be a voice, not an echo. Be a voice. And I would like to see all of you voicing your voice for sure. For sure, if you ask me, like I'm on YouTube, would I like to see other people come out on YouTube? For sure. Am I here for that? I don't know. Maybe I'm a kind of a coach for YouTube, but it's not only YouTube, my thing. There's life also. Life is life, and I want to create something in real life. Like YouTube is okay. It's a tool, like I said. It's a tool to build strength, to conquer fears, and to become stronger and a better person. And then more inspiring person. And I know if I have to I want to keep inspiring, so I have to stay inspired and keep myself focused. And so it's very, very important to my fan base go back 40 years, and I could care less how many follow. Been there with that BS on Twitter. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Janik, how about Skype? We're ready now, mate. Really? Yeah, Skype. I can Skype with anybody anytime. Just search me on Skype. I think I'm under Invent Forever. I'm going to write it down to you. Yeah. It will take long time, but always keep climbing. Yeah. Not like your channel, Jenny. Yeah. What did I say? What did you need? Yeah, my Skype. Hold on. I think it's that or my name, but I'm pretty sure it's that. Check with this. You should be able to find me with Invent Forever. That's what I do. I invent constantly. Invent Forever. Yeah, that's also my eBay. My eBay name was Invent Forever. Yeah, that's the name I found, and I'm like, because one day I was sitting in front of my desk when I created my eBay store, and I was like, what kind of name? Then I had the computer which says Invent, and then I'm like, Forever. Yeah. So you see, I always had the spirit to invent things and to bring something new to this world. And everyone here, come rock the cash bar. Red Rose Rocker, time to rock. Yeah, that's it. Inspiration, tell your truth, your story. People want to know you are real. Exact. Tell of an experience that changed you in a positive way. Exact. People want to know you're real. People like when you do things from your heart, from your soul. People dig that shit. Don't worry about it. Just do it from the heart and follow your heart and just do what you have to do. Do what you have to do. The best is do what you have to do. You have something to do, and whether it starts on YouTube, like I suggest all of you here probably start on YouTube. You're watching videos on YouTube, so create your own channels and start little by little, but challenge yourself, like 1 video a day, 2 video a day, 3 video, and grow and put out videos, put out content. Just put out content, even if no one watches it. Just put it out. That's what I always like about Melissa. She's very much a journey, a bit similar to mine, and she puts out video like almost every day, but she has not much views, and she keeps going. I love Melissa Angeli, Millie Angeli, her channel, I think, and she's very, very inspiring because of her consistency, because of her example. It's not the views. I don't look at the views. I want to see the consistency in people. Like when you do something, do you slack off for 5 months and then come back and then slack again, and then or are you an everyday thing? Are you rising to the occasion each and every day? That's what you need. So yeah, Skype chat, Janet, we're ready. Skype chat, Janet, we're ready to join banter. Yeah. I can Skype with anyone or Google Hangout like this with anyone. No problem. I'm very accessible. I started making handmade natural soap as therapy, and it brings me joy. That's good. So I will teach others how to make their own without all the chemicals and poison. And as I create, I will talk through. That's super. You see, I don't know that stuff. I'm gonna watch it because I would like to know more. You learn every day. You learn every day, and if you think people cannot teach you things, you're lost. You're completely lost. I love to go to other people to learn things. I don't know everything. Me, I know a lot of things in many domains, but I know nothing in particular. So I like to learn. I like to learn every day. I can tell you, I can talk to you about many things, but I know nothing really deep and depth and like electricity. I can probably go in every subject, but it's good to learn. Everybody can teach us something. That's for sure. Each one teach one. Who do we have other than each other? Like school. We're gonna count on the indoctrination to teach us what life is all about. The government and the schools. Come on. Come again. That would be great, Cappy One. I would like I would like to learn. Subscribe. Yeah, this is concept. But concept, be careful with concept. Careful with concept. Because there's the word con and sept. So concept is to take power away from men. Every concept. Be very careful with the word you use because they play on your subconscious. Don't worry. Me, I see it. Yeah, I see it right away. It's like the other day I was talking with Cindy and she sends me a video. I see right away in the elevator the subliminal 666. That's what I seen. But nobody, I don't think you guys seen it, but that's what was in the elevator. There was a floor 66 and another 6 on top. I seen it right away. I see that because I am aware. My level of awareness is high enough that now it doesn't go through my subconscious. I catch it before. That's why you have to become aware and develop consciousness and awareness because these things won't get to you. Like I see it right away. Bang. I see things. Concept. Oh, concept. What is a concept? We have to... that's it. Becoming conscious is it's a long thing. And you have to learn, you have to go to other people to learn and to each one teach one. So reach out to others. Reach out to others, but most of all, reach out into yourself. That's the best thing you can do. Yeah, but con is like a trend. Watch them. Yeah. This is my creative vision. Yeah, but it's okay. I'm just saying be careful with words because conscious people like me picks all that up. And I'm not the only one like that. There is people like me that see all the signs, all the codes, and all the madness on spot because they're very aware and very much in the moment. So I catch these things. I see it. Most of it, I see it. Sometimes it slipped through me, but most of the time I see it and I catch it. So time is a concept. Exactly. It has always been and always will be the now. Exactly. Time is a concept. So what's time concept? Is to take away the power from men. Concept. Check it out. Etymology. It's called etymology of words. Very important. I look to it every day. Every word I use, every title I put, I try to really, or if I use the word, I go and I put con-sept or something to make people reflect. What's a concept? What's a con artist? That's it. Same thing. So yeah, so let's start the family march. From here, I tried to organize it. But on 08, yeah, that's good. But one person walk with me. Yeah, 08, that would be good. That's a good synchronicity right there. I love the number 8. It's everywhere on my journey. You know that, Red Rose. You heard me a lot talking about the number 8. So thank you guys for being here. I'm out. I'm going to read your comments after. Red Rose, Cappy One, Yellow Crystal Warrior, Mandy, all of you. I'm sure I'm missing some. There's a lot of views in the chat. The chat is on fire. Yeah. Big up yourself. Oh, Nasir is there and Jay, for sure. Jay, my bro. Yeah. Boom. He's out. And Rise and Shine. That's it. Each and every day. It's an everyday thing. It's we have one life to live. Just think about that. You have one life to live. Just that, and you have life. You are life. So what do you need more? Do you need to be super motivation? Motivation should be something we have naturally in us. We are alive. So we should be motivated. We have life. But anyway, It's a deep, deep subject because most of us have problem sustaining the motivation. This is the thing. We can be motivated to start the day, but to sustain it all day long, and then go to the next day and again be motivated. But take it one day at a time. Take it one day at a time. Wake up with a good spirit, with uplifting spirits. See your life one day at a time. Don't stress out with what's gonna happen tomorrow, or what happened yesterday, or what the mistake you've done before. You are here, and you are still alive, and you have survived your worst moment. So just rise from that. My advice to you. He's out.